We are live. Hey guys, thank you for joining me for another Trading Bitcoin. I'm here at Block Show. I'm in the media room. That's why all the lights are behind me. And we got box mining right here. When you already did you already went on stage, right?
Yes, but I have another one coming up soon. But I'm just stunned at how amazing the technology is. He just pressed a button and he's live. So I'm
Yeah.
like,
No. Yeah. Like,
that's insane.
dude, you go live everywhere, man. I gotta utilize Instagram and man. I got a whole revamp. You gotta like take some time off and
Learn how to.
yeah.
I that's why I started. Like, Ivan taught me how to do Instagram. Is this a mic for me? Can I speak into that?
Yeah,
Hello,
I mean
hello,
it's
hello?
right there. Yeah, you can attach it. You don't have to. Everybody can hear you. Let's check the audio quality. Hey, thank you for hey, I'm hoping that's Australian dollars. But yeah, we got the live chat going. We're gonna do a quick price thing. Woke up this morning and I'm like, oh, I was like giddy about the price, but I didn't really have time to warn people other than sending out a quick text message. How you enjoying Singapore, man?
It's really good.
Been here before, right?
Yeah, I've been here before, and it's so clean here. A little
Oh,
bit
yeah,
like too clean.
I know.
It's a little bit like
I know.
where's all the art and where's the soul of this place?
Yeah.
So I still find the soul of Singapore. But one thing that's cool here is you see so many banks, and you're like, hey, like this is like a financial hub, and they're really trying to push like fintech and blockchain. So it's like kind of like the place that people are gonna hang out now from now on. So
yeah, no, it's been it's really good. I always enjoy Singapore. It's always a great city, and yeah, let's. I think people are getting antsy about looking at the price action.
Yeah,
that's what everyone really cares about. But let me just double check the audio. Always forget to do that. Audio is good. Video should be good. And let's do it. Let's go straight to screen share. Let's take a look at the price. And here we are. Yeah, the internet's been great. Sorry, Australia, but Singapore is where it's at. All right, you know what? Let me load. I'm trying to convince box mining to come out to Unconfiscatable, man. You play poker?
Not very good. Not
Excellent.
Very well.
You got to come and
so
play
I'm
the
gonna
poker
be the feeder,
game, man.
right? I'm gonna be the feeder of.
Excellent. It's only 0.1 Bitcoin. It's very, very cheap now.
All right.
Come play, man. Come play in the celebrity poker game. It'll be a lot of fun. Let me see how I'm doing on tickets. We got about 4 seats left.
That's
for the general public. No. I have some saved for celebrities, and there you go. And there's the conference stuff. All right, enough shilling. Let's talk about the price, guys. Here's the monthly chart, and the month hasn't really changed all that much. Again, this is a really crazy candle. Let's go straight to the weekly chart. That's a nice little reversal candle right there. Big fan of this candle. I mean, it's not actually at the lows, but that was some strength. Like in the last 12 hours, we had some serious strength to come into the market. I have a bullish position on right now. I was getting ready to double down that position at 3,200. I was waiting. This is a big support cluster for me. I still think that 4,100 is good enough support to drive us back to 5,000 and potentially as high as 6,000. But this moving average is going to be formidable resistance, and so is the $6,000 triangle breakdown resistance. But these long wicks, don't underestimate the long wicks along the bottom of the candles. This is the weekly chart. I mean, this is the middle of nowhere. I still think medium term I'm bearish. So here's the deal. Here's the daily chart of Bitstamp. The low did come in on a sequential 9 count. This is classic. Huge rebound, did not stick. The 26th of November was not a good day. You had a bit of a hammer candle on this red too. So here's the important part. If you're a trader of the sequential system, now I looked at this yesterday and this candle was horrendous. However, the rules of trading the sequential are straightforward. You can try and go long off the 9, and your stop loss is supposed to be here, below the low. We never went below that low. After the 9, you have some weakness, but you're supposed to wait until a red 2 crosses below the red 1, and that never actually happened. Then you have to wait for a red 3 to go below the red 2, and that never actually happened. And now we have something known as a price flip. I recommend people to be a little bit cautious. If tomorrow is a strong day and we're breaking 4,000 on tomorrow's candle, and I know that's like 24 hours away or like 20 hours away, so this could run away with it. That's when you can add to your bullish trade. The other trade idea is if you recognize this is a reversal hammer candle, and this is some of the stuff that I teach in my workshop, you can go long upon the breaking of the high of the reversal candle, but I would be a little cautious here. With the strength this morning, I woke up at 6 a.m. this morning, Asia time, and same thing here. You had a 9 on a 12-hour chart. You had a nice reversal candle right here. That did not stick. That was the 12-hour candle on November 25th. That didn't stick, but a new low was not made. If I grab this red line, I have no idea where it's from, but I'm going to just steal it from here. A new low was not established. We came close. We didn't make it. Now, you did have a red 1 going below a 9, but you never had a red 2 go below a red 1. So the short trade was never actually activated. You are now dealing with a price flip. Once again, if you want to play it safe, wait for the next candle. If the next candle is a strong green candle, I would be pretty bullish. Again, I'm bullish. Looking forward to my GBTC trade tonight when it opens. That trade should be in the green. I think the Bitcoin market is really oversold. It was very difficult to time the bottom. Look, I did this video yesterday, a little earlier than today. Sorry for the people on the East Coast, but I'm sure you're not sleeping with this price action. And everything looked horrendous yesterday, and then I woke up this morning and it was like,
so it's all about the 2 not crossing the bottom of the 1. Right?
Yeah.
So I've got a question for you, Tom.
Go for
so you're in multiple time zones, and of course these are based on you have the 4-hour charts. Okay, so it's 4-hour charts.
This is a 4-hour chart.
But that was a day chart, right? That I just saw right now. Like, how do you time your days? How do you time your hours? Because like, you're changing time zones all the time. You know, how does that work?
Well, that's the thing. It's not my day. Like the world is really the world really doesn't give a shit what time zone tone base is in. I wish the world revolved around
tone base time zone.
Right.
Because that's not what matters. Right?
I wish the world revolved around the tone base time zone, which is different all the time. And when you're in Australia, it's different every 30 minutes. But this is really critical right here. So this is the 4-hour time frame, and this was the candle. Shout out Theo Goodman. He taught me that this candle is known as the Darth Maul candle. If you're a Star Wars fan, he's got that sword, like the Darth Maul saber. Yeah, because it's a candle that just screws up both longs and shorts. You know, it gets all of the bears in, and then it wipes them all out, and then it gets all the bulls in it, and then it wipes them all out, right? So it's just
it's just wrecked.
Yeah, it's just a wrecked candle. Yeah, known as the Darth Maul candle. And then you had this big long wick at the top, and then here's another one of these. It's like a mimic candle.
Two Darth
But
Mauls.
here's the thing, right? Like as bad as things looked yesterday, it never crossed the low. And I'm all about crossing the low or crossing the high. Ooh, this is good. This is your CMF going positive. Your RSI is looking great. Your MACD is looking great. Your OBV, like everything is looking really good now. And you're back here. So you never even had a lower close. If I go, this is a 4-hour chart. I think the 4-hour chart is very critical in Bitcoin. The 4-hour chart had its lowest close on November 25th. It never had a lower close. I can zoom in on this line all day, and I'm now using Bitstamp. It came close to giving you a lower close, but it never did. And it came close to giving you a lower low, and it never did. Now, I was doing this video yesterday, probably in this vicinity here, and it looked like it was going to be a disaster. It looked like it was going to be a new low close, but it wasn't. So if you took on your short trade prematurely, you better get the hell out of that trade, because right now I am bullish, because guess what? You are working on a brand new closing high. Right now, if the candle closed in this area right here, that would be a new 5 or a new 3 or a 4-day high close, and that's great. If we can close above this line, again, that's a new high. I am looking for prices to rebound. I mean, Bitcoin went grossly oversold in this vicinity of 3,600. I thought Bitcoin was oversold off of these 2 big bounces. And I went long here at 41, 4,200. And my trade was structured in a way that it's okay for me to lose 25% on the price of Bitcoin and still be okay with my trade, the way I structure my trade. It happened to be on the downside too. I structured a short trade, and then Tether blows up, and then the trade goes 20% against me. but I structured my trade from a risk analysis perspective in a way that I can manage that.
So I structured. So we never got liquidated.
No, absolutely not. I didn't
but
come close.
You're not profitable yet, right?
No,
you're
I'm
still
not
at 4.1.
Right, I'm not profitable yet. And the important thing is I wasn't ready to double down at the lows until we went even further. But I will add to my position. If tomorrow we open strong, I am happy to increase my position. I really like it here. I'm back to being on the bull bandwagon. Again, here's a 9 to the upside. And usually when you get one of these 9s on the upside, this is the 60-minute chart, what you have is, that's when you're supposed to take a profit. And then you wait a full candle. Here's a 1 candle, and you just wait and watch. And if the 2 candle can go above that 1 candle after a 9, breaking the top of the 9, that's a beautiful long entry back in. It's not about how high it goes. It's about how high it can go. And that was a beautiful thing. Now you're stuck right here. The red dotted line is formidable resistance. And this moving average is formidable resistance. And I think we're going to still cross them. So I like the bullish case right here.
So you're short-term bullish, right? So you're short-term bullish, you're thinking like, okay, we oversold right now. We're trying to capture on the way up. But long-term, you're still bearish. Or what
medium term, I'm
medium
bearish,
term. Okay.
Long term, I'm always bullish.
Okay,
on
right.
Bitcoin, right? So I'm medium term bearish now. Long term, Bitcoin will do fine. Like if you asked me in the beginning of the year, I was probably long term bearish, looking for like a year or two of a bear market. But we've already been in a bear market for a year. Bitcoin topped on December 17th. We're already November 28th, right? So we're 2 weeks away from a full year of a bear market. So now it's time to start thinking long-term bullish, but medium-term we're still bearish. I still think there'll be an opportunity to buy Bitcoin below $3,000, but that's not coming till next year. Now, I went short-term bullish as of 4,200, and I questioned that short-term bullishness a little bit over the last week, especially 24 hours ago. Things were not looking good. They were looking like they were going to fall to about 3,000. And then from there, I was going to be short-term bullish again for round 2. But I like this push to the upside right here. The volume isn't there yet, but I think the volume are going to push it over. You're dealing with this area right here. You are dealing with this. I had a lot of coffee today, man. I feel like I'm drunk. Like I'm better off doing these. I'm not a coffee drinker, but when I have like 3 or 4, because I've been doing interviews and like I wanted to do interviews with like, cups of coffee. So I'm like wired on caffeine.
I admire your energy, man. Like, dude, like these conferences take so much toll on everyone. I think it's like you're going in and out, and then you're doing this live stream, man. I
gotta support my fans here. I mean, that's why. Let's see how many live viewers we have. I don't even know. Let's take a look, guys. We're at 1,300 live viewers right now. Awesome. And New York is asleep, which is like the East Coast is asleep, which is probably my biggest market. So besides Australia, you guys are wide awake.
I mean, it's a very monumental event to watch Tone be bullish. Like that's because like you've been always pessimistic for such a long time, right?
Like it's amazing how many people in Bitcoin have known nothing but Tone Vays being a bear in the market. It's like the time flies so fast.
Yeah, you've been like typecasted as the enemy of Bitcoin.
And no one remembers the fact that I've been the biggest bull from mid-2016. I was even over-optimistic in mid-December. I thought we can go higher. I was a raging bull, those that understand the movie reference. One of the Al Pacino, Robert De Niro's probably best movie. It's called Raging Bull. It was for the movie from like 1950s or 60s. It was great. And I think, or the movie was about the 50s. The movie was done in like the 60s or 70s. And I was a huge bull in the market all throughout 2016 and all throughout 2017, other than minor tops that I was considering buying the dip. And now I'm short-term bullish only, guys. 5,000 to 6,000. I can't see us going higher than that. One more push lower, and then it could be good. We'll see what happens. You got this formidable resistance right here at between 4,050 and 4,100, or even like just like literally this cluster here. If we can break above 4,050 on a closing basis, even on like a 4-hour close, we can close above this blue line at 4,060. That's going to go a long way to, oh, I got to update this moving average. Hold on a second. It's my 4-hour chart. Let me go to favorites, triple moving average forecast. Beautiful. And let's close that. And there it is. Ooh, much better moving averages. And yeah, this is looking great. I really like it. We're pulling back a little bit from the high, but we just moved a lot. You know, we just moved in the last, what, 24 hours. We've just gone from 3,500. Remember, this was a bad 3,500. It's not just going from 3,500 up to 4,000. It's about 3,500 that looked bearish as hell from every technical angle across all time frames, technically, at least from me, from my TA standards, from bearish everywhere to now getting a new 4-hour close, potentially a new 12-hour close. This is a 12-hour chart. As you can see, we are still 5 hours away. If we can get a brand new close on a 12-hour basis, higher than any close since November 24th, that's huge. And you're only on a 1 count. If the next set of candles is giving you higher highs, I can easily see us going up to 5 and even 6. I think we can. I think people should have a much more enjoyable Christmas dinner than their Thanksgiving dinner, as far as the Bitcoin price is concerned.
Black Friday was brutal, but you know, Black
Yeah,
Friday
I didn't do any
came...
shopping, man. I was like, you know what? Like usually you run for those cheap discounts on Black Friday, but the Bitcoin got annihilated so much. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna save all my money.
Nice.
Like I'll wait till next Black Friday. It's okay. My computer hopefully will still be functioning. A lot of shorts right here, a lot of leverage shorts. I think they're gonna get hurt, but a lot of leverage longs are coming in.
Yeah.
So you might have a couple of more of those Darth Maul candles. Markets do not make things easy. I'm curious how the stock market did actually. I forgot I was partying last night.
So I gotta
go.
exit, but then guys,
I'll click you there.
You know, hope you guys catch you guys on.
Let me stop screen share for a second so you can say a proper goodbye.
Cool.
How do I do that? Oh, here it is. Boom. There it is.
Cool. So guys, Tone, you're a hero. I mean, you guys keep on streaming, man. Like,
man, I've been seeing you everywhere, man. So we met for the first time. Was it on Blockchain Cruise? Well, I met you.
I think even before that, man. Like,
but what did I see you before that? I did
know.
see you before that somewhere, right?
Yeah,
but the blockchain. How long ago does the Blockchain Cruise feel?
Like it feels like a decade.
I haven't been home yet.
Yeah, that's insane.
I have not been to my apartment yet.
So you guys, you gotta really appreciate how this guy, like, he's just like trading out stuff. It's really like crazy. So, man, really cool. You know, we might not agree on everything, but then, you know, at the same time, we're one community, and I think this market brought us a lot together, especially the whole community. So I really think that's cool. I'm giving a talk in gaming. So it's going to be quite interesting because there's so many people trying to capture the gaming space right now. It's like everyone's jumping on board. I'm going to bust their asses. I'm actually moderating, so I'm going to bust their asses.
Oh, nice. All right. Good luck. This is Box Mining. Check out his YouTube channel. Just Box Mining, right?
Yeah, Box Mining. So cheers. See you, man.
Beautiful.
See you, man.
Thanks, man.
Have a run. Cheers.
Go back to screen share. I'm going to look at your live chat, guys. All right, I can't look. I'm working with one monitor here. Hey, Scott Glass, thank you for your donation. Yeah, you're welcome for the content. All right, hey, not too many. I like my 60-second slow chat. What percentage chance that the low is in? I think there is a higher than a 50% chance that the low is in for this year. For this year, I believe the low is in. As far as the overall low, less than 50%. I'm going to update my percentage probability soon. And but I do think that the low for the year is in, but not necessarily the low for the bear market. Stop loss. Oh boy. It depends on which side of the market you're on. I mean, you could still be short in this market, right? If your stop loss is above 7,000 on your short, I'd probably still hold through it. because I still think that, I mean, I wouldn't have a short on right now, but it depends on where your stop loss is. If I'm long the market, my stop loss, I don't have a stop loss at this point. I'm long the market. I'm not leveraged. See, the thing is, I am not leveraged long. So I am willing to hold this position for a while. So I have no stop loss right now in the market because it's not necessary to me. I was willing to add to my position at 3,000, and then I was going to add a lot more to my position at 2,000. Now, if I don't get a chance to add to my position at 3,000, I will exit my long position around 5,000 to 6,000. I'll start to exit. I'll probably add to my position at 4,000 on the way back up, right? Just like I did with my short position. So I'm looking, and I have no stop loss because I'm not leveraged in the market. If you keep your leverage to between 2x and 3x, you don't really necessarily need that stop loss if you are a swing trader. You just have to be careful. Now, if I was leveraged long, let me open the charts back up and do screen share again. Let's go back to screen share. Oh, the stock market is looking beautiful. Like I said, I was very, very nervous of the stock market as well. And it looks like Bitcoin and the stock market are pretty damn correlated. And I'm not surprised. If the stock market does well, I think Bitcoin will do well. But this also means that the stock market can flip and Bitcoin can flip. So we'll see. I'm liking the stock market action yesterday, working on this inside Harami candle. I like the green one on the stock market. Tomorrow's green two. It closed at the high of the day. I'm very optimistic here. If the stock market can make it back above, if the stock market can get above 2820, I think we can go back to new all-time highs. And I've always said the stock market will make a new all-time high before Bitcoin will make a new all-time high. Let's see if we can pull that off as well. Let's go back to the stop loss idea, right? So here is Bitcoin on a 10-minute chart. If you are using 10-minute charts, that was a nice reversal candle here. So what I would say is if you are using 10-minute charts, and I think breaking this line on a 10-minute chart is bullish. If we can break this line next candle, if we can get back to 4,040, and then we can break this line above 4,040 on a 10-minute scale, and if you are highly leveraged with a speculative short-term trade, my stop loss would be below these lows. If you want to be a little more conservative with your, if you want to be a little more loose with your stop loss, I'd set it below the setup trend line, okay? On a larger time scale, let's go to, let's say, the 4-hour chart. That's the 4-hour chart, right? So on a 4-hour chart, the time to be bullish would have been on a green 2 going above a green 1. So if I turn this line green, the time to be, if that's a 4, that's a 3 candle, that's a 2 candle, and that's a 1 candle. At the moment the 2 candle went above the 1 candle, right? And I can turn on the indicator in full, right? The moment the 2 candle went above the 1 candle, that's your time to be bullish. Where's your stop loss? Well, your stop loss would be below the swing low. And if you want to be a little more conservative, you want to be below the close. My stop losses are usually blue, but it's purple, right? So your stop loss would be below the lowest close, which is here. And now you should have a break-even stop loss. You're looking to exit on a 9, so you still have plenty of time here. You've broken a point of resistance, but this is a much bigger point of resistance. And then you have a moving average. I still like it here. I really like this push because whenever charts look very bearish and they flip over to be bullish, that is you have to make up for the bad trade. If I had shorted right here at the low, I would be absolutely going long. When I realized it this morning, right? I mean, check my Twitter. If we go to my Twitter, the tone-based Twitter. Nope, that's tonebase.com. But since I'm on tonebase.com, please check out Unconfiscatable. And you can come out to Vegas play in a really cool card game and also watch these amazing speakers. So please register, and my workshop, which is going to be advanced. Anyway, tone-based Twitter. There it is, right? So when did I send that tweet out? Oh yeah, I absolutely love this when I saw this headline this morning. Well, not really. Sorry, Mike, but you shouldn't have been so bullish in this environment and going on TV. I'm sorry. That was irresponsible. That was very irresponsible. And I've been calling it out all year. And where was I? Here. It was this. This was the tweet this morning, right? I sent it at 6:07 p.m. Eastern time, and right now is 1:30 Eastern time. So it's been, what do we got? It's been six and a half hours ago. So 6.5 hours ago, I sent this tweet. Oh, I meant woke up. Sorry. I literally, like, it was 6 a.m. in Singapore. My spelling is atrocious. Just woke up here in Singapore, glanced at the charts. While during yesterday's video, BTC USD looked bearish across all time frames. This is no longer the case. We'll do a trading video at some point today from Block Show Asia. So basically, about 7 hours ago, I sent this tweet saying the charts no longer look bearish. So we can go to the hourly chart. Here's the hourly chart. Let's go back. That's the 4-hour chart. Here's the hourly chart. Let's go back 7 hours from now. So half an hour left, right? Let's go back 7 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I sent out that tweet right here. It was, yeah, 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Eastern time. The price was 75.50 or so. I wish I woke up earlier. So when I saw this area, when I saw Bitcoin moving up above 3,700, I became bullish once again, short term, and here we are. So again, I can't be here for you guys. I'm too busy with these conferences and socializing, and that's what separates me from a lot of other people. A lot of other people sit in their basements and they're in front of a computer all day. I look at the price of Bitcoin 2 or 3 times a day, and that's it. Okay. And when I have an hour free, I go live. It's the best I can do because my job is to promote Bitcoin as a technology. So please learn trading. Please realize when a bear market turns into a bull market. Please realize when you can be short-term bullish versus medium-term bearish. And it's possible to be bullish, bearish, and bullish at the same time. I remain short-term bullish. That's why I have a bullish trade on. I'm in medium-term bearish, and I'm long-term obviously bullish. A bear market lasting a year. I think the half-life of the Bitcoin bear market has completed. I think within the next 12 months, we will turn into a bull market. Now that could be next month, probably not. That could be in 5 months, very likely. It could be as long as next November. We can turn bullish. I'll try and stay with you guys. I'm not ready to quit yet. The stock market is really interesting to me right now. Gold is going back to the downside. If gold gives you a new closing low, that is going to be a complete and utter disaster for gold. I am still looking for sub 1,000 gold price, and then maybe it'll be time to invest in gold for some short-term upside. Not going to go through the stocks right now. I've been on for 30 minutes. I think it's time to end this video so I can go back to socializing. I've already been on stage. I might speak again. Really looking forward to where GBTC is going to be at the open tomorrow. And once again, I'm really liking this action right here. That's a beautiful one candle on a 12-hour. Let's see if we can let's see in 5 hours when New York wakes up. There could be some follow through on this. And yeah, if you're out in Singapore, try to find me. I'm around, and it's great. All right, let me glance at your live chat for a minute, and then it's going to be time to say goodbye. Hey, we got a tip. Thank you, Ben. Love the videos. Keep up the great work. Thank you. No, thank you. It's just all in fun, right? I mean, their stock. So Galaxy, I believe they're a publicly traded company. from what I understand. Like, again, I don't understand much. I haven't looked into it. I mean, it was a regulatory thing, right? I mean, when your stock falls a lot, sometimes they hold trading. Let's see what happens. You know, I'm curious what's going to happen to the fund, right? Because if it falls too much, the investors are not going to be happy. Do I see a descending triangle on a 4-hour that we just topped out on? I don't think so. I don't see any triangles. Ugly calls a weak reversal that can only be seen on a 1 minute and 30-minute charts. I don't know what that means. Sorry. I haven't had time to read Ugly's articles. I will try to keep up somehow. I need to read those articles some more. Let me see if there's any more tipped questions. Sorry, guys, I don't have time to scroll through the live chat. If it's a tipped question, it stands out. If it's not a tipped question, it doesn't. Okay, I see a question. If the US stocks crash again, an economic crisis will come. Bitcoin prices at 1,000 are a given. Yeah, probably. Guys, the only people that benefit from a stock market crash are people that have been calling for a stock market crash for 8 years and have been wrong for 8 years on running. Nothing good comes from a stock market crash. Your friends lose their jobs, your family lose their jobs, you lose your job. No one has money to invest in Bitcoin. You know, customer service from the companies that you use goes down. Nothing good happens during a stock market crash. So it's inevitable. They happen. But to be begging for a stock market crash just to be proven right, because if you've been, you know, placing bets on a stock market crash, you probably got wrecked years ago because the stock market is going up and up and up. Stock crashes only benefit the gloom and doom bloggers. They don't benefit anyone else. It's one thing trying to call a bear market properly based on technicals, and maybe you can time a bear market fundamentally. In reality, you really can't, okay? I blew up my first trading portfolio shorting the real estate market all throughout 2006 and into 2007. And then I had no more money to short the stock market and I had to go get a job. And you know where that job was? That job was at Bear Stearns, the biggest casualty of the real estate market, the thing that I was shorting all throughout 2006, okay? Trying to time a stock market crash fundamentally is almost impossible. And all you can do is get rich while all the people around you get poor. Nothing good happens in a stock market crash. So you don't want one. I don't want one. Let's pray we don't have a stock market crash, and then Bitcoin can recover much faster to the upside. All right, guys, I got to do a show with Forklog in Russian one of these days soon. Maybe later today. Maybe they're up in Europe. Maybe I should send a message to Forklog. Let me go socialize a little bit here at Block Show. Shout out to Block Show. Love Singapore. We are at MBS, Marina Bay Sands. Beautiful hotel, beautiful venue. Excellent job, guys. Shout out. Looking forward to the next one. Talk to you all on another one. I'll try and do one tomorrow, probably from the same media room. Bye, guys.